Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday night. Happy Hump Day. This is Christine coming to you live from the Cards by Christine studio here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I hope everybody's having a good week so far and that you're staying healthy and have positive attitudes and healthy minds. So that is the one thing that we control is our happiness and how we take a look at things. So I hope everybody's having a good week. So I had a busy day of lots of emails going back and forth today for work, and then when I was done, I made supper. So that's why we went live a little bit later today at 7. Actually a little bit earlier than it was lately. I think the last time yesterday was 8. So yeah. So are you wondering what we're gonna make tonight? I'm just looking through my phone here to see if I can start to watch some of your comments roll through here. So okay. We are going to be making a Post-it note holder, and I'm going to be decorating the top of it with a big magnolia flower. So I think those that have been stamping with me for the last year may have seen this magnolia on my table, and I thought it looked super, super cool over the top of the Post-it note holder. So we're gonna do something simple and then add something that has a little bit more intricacy and details into it. So I am excited that you're here with me tonight. I hope that you find this very educational, and maybe if you have some extra paper lying at home, you can go ahead and make something. You can save it for a present for your mom for later, or your dad, or you can save it for a teacher when we actually have you back to school if that's the case. So, okay, let me flip down here, and I want to show you what inspired me to make this. I am pretty sure that if I had to guess, it was Julie Gillen who made this, and I might be wrong. It could very well have been somebody else, and I think I got it back in like November for an on stage. So I'm just gonna turn my volume down. I always do that. I did that yesterday too. So now I can watch comments. So Karen's watching. Yay, hi Karen. I gotta get that little bit of intro thing figured out a little bit better, but there's gotta be something to make it a little more seamless for me. But so I got this at On Stage, and some of you girls, if you're watching and you went to On Stage, you might have gotten this too. So if I had to guess, it was Julie, but I could be wrong. And sorry if I'm wrong and you're watching. So this is the Magnolia that I'm talking about. So I saw this on, I don't know, Pinterest or Facebook a while ago. Hi, Angela. And I just was so in awe of this. And so I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to take this and I'm going to take this and we're going to combine them together and make something really, really pretty. So, okay. So the Post-it note holder, the base of this is just a piece of paper that measures, I got it right here, it measures 3 1/8 by 6 3/4, and I have it scored at 3 1/8 and 3 5/8. Basically, there's this 1 inch margin right here, and the reason that it's at that is because the Post-it note pack, hi Angie, and oh, Stacy Ray made them. Okay, Stacy, yay, I'm making your Post-it note holder here. Thanks for helping me out with that, Angie. So Post-it note holder is 3 by 3. And so when I measured this, I think that's what she did, is it was 3 1/8, and that just provides a little bit of cushion around the edge. And then again, it's 6 3/4 going this way, scored at 3 1/8 and 3 5/8. So that's the base. So what I decided to use was a piece of basic black, and I've already got that folded. I did not burnish the edge, but I have my phone folder here. I found it. I didn't know why it wasn't in my little cup, but so you want to burnish both edges like so. And then what I did is I am putting a piece of the Magnolia Lane paper on the top. So the Magnolia Lane suite can be found on pages 36, 37, and 38 of the annual catalog. And it comes with stamps. And so there's actually in the catalog, it's a double set. And how I do my double sets for you at home, maybe you don't know this, but when it's a double set, it has 2 cases just like this, 2 pieces of paper. What I do is I take the paper out of the one case and I put it on the back side. So basically I save a case then. So it's a great way to store your stamp cases, and I put both of the sets of stamps in here so you reduce the size that you need on your shelf or wherever you store your stamps. So this is a double set, and it also comes as a bundle. You save the 10%, so it has all the dies. So I've already done the die cutting of the pieces that I need there underneath here, but the big magnolias here and these outlines, and then this outline, and then the center is what I used. Then what Stampin' Up! Came out with, oh, this is the big stamp, the big flower stamp. So this is one of the biggest blocks. It is the biggest block you can get. It's an F block. And so you need that if you're gonna be stamping with this flower. And so that flower is part of the set. Then the other thing they came out with, and this isn't in the catalog, they came out with a coordinating stamp set called Magnolia Blooms. And that is a photopolymer set. So not in the catalog, but it is available. And it has a lot of the other sayings that coordinate so that you have a good variety of sayings. Then the other things are in here are the Magnolia Lane paper. There's an embossing folder, saffron markers, the ribbon combo pack. There's also some embellishments and some Memories and More card kit stuff. So I have the paper here. The paper is super, super, super pretty. So I chose this striped piece that was in here. I was tossing up between this pink piece, but I decided to go with the stripes instead. So what I did is I cut myself a piece of 3x3 designer series paper, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna do the stripes going this way or this way, but I think, oh, I don't know. You girls can tell me. It's really hard to see, but let me show you this. The stripes, so this is the top of it. So in this case, the stripes are gonna be going and tucking out the corners there. Otherwise, hi Diane, thanks for joining. Otherwise, we go that way. Okay, it's like a horse apiece, but I'm thinking I'm leaning towards that way now. So anyways, that's pretty much set. But here's the piece. So this is the big magnolia, and I've already colored my leaves. Now, you don't have to worry about coloring the whole flower because that's gonna get covered up by the other stuff over here. So I did color the leaves, and I did use a light and a dark mossy meadow blends. And then I also pulled in the ta-da, soft suede in dark, and I just used that along the bottom here for the branch. So this is pretty much prepped and ready to go, except for I like to always, when I'm working with flowers, to like kind of curl the edges. All right, just like so. Oh, you like vertical. Oh yeah, good, perfect. That's what I like too. And Karen says up and down. Hey, so far we're all on the same page. Okay, so I curl my flowers, like the leaves. You can see that they're kind of just bent like that. I like to do that with flowers. And then we've got some of these pieces over here. So I've got the saffron is from the middle here. And you really don't need to use the bone folder for that. You can just take your fingers and kind of curl those guys up. And then I've got these three. And what you're gonna wanna do for these is take your So Saffron ink, and I wouldn't use the sponges. I would actually recommend the sponge dauber in this case because you have a little bit more control over what you're doing. But I did want to bring the sponges down here just to show you that they come in a pack of, I think it's, so you girls can correct me if I'm wrong. Hi, Peggy. It's either 3 or 5 that come in here. And then what I do is I take them and I cut them into quarters. And then I use those for sponging. But I thought in this case, I'd get a little bit more control if I used a sponge dauber. So with the sponging, it's very hard to see, but what I'm doing is I'm sponging kind of in the center and coming out to maybe halfway on these guys and these guys. And you know what? Before I start sponging, I want to finish prepping. So I didn't want to do this beforehand because I want you to see where this stuff comes from. So lo and behold, there is a hot air balloon punch. And let's see if I can get there. Oh, you can see me there. Ha ha, hi. Okay, so there's a hot air balloon punch. And that's what you use to make this magnolia. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm going to do is punch out 5 of those. So you're gonna end up with these little hot air baskets flying all over the place. And that's quite all right. So you got 1, 2, I'll save that, 3. I'm using up some scraps, yay. Now this one I'll be able to get 1 going that way and 1 going that way. Boom. Okay, so now I've got the rest of the stuff that I need for doing the sponging. So again, that's the hot air balloon punch. Hey, hi everybody. So there you go. Okay, the other thing as long as you're punching is there is a 2-inch circle that is needed to help get the flower put together. So I'm gonna just punch that guy out. and have him set off to the side. So we're using a 2-inch punch and the hot air balloon punch. Okay, so you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And let's get the little schnibblies out of the way so that I don't have them all over the place. Okay, now let's finish off and do our sponging. Okay, so hi Katie, thanks for joining. So with the sponging, you're gonna dip, oh, Brenda's joining, yay. Nice to see you, Brenda, I miss you too. Okay, so you're gonna get some ink on your sponge dauber, and what you're going for is a circular motion in the center of the flowers. And I'll try not to shake the whole table, okay? Oh, look at that, there you go. And when I use sponges, I kind of go off to the edge first so that it's not so thick right away on the paper. With this guy, the balloons, I'm gonna start from the inside and work my way to the outside. You're just gonna give it some of that soft yellow look. Okay, so there's one. Brenda, you have this Magnolia set. I don't know if you remember seeing this flower on my table for the longest time, but I'm showing how to make that. Okay, so we got 2 there. We're gonna do the rest of those and get that one. How are you girls doing today? Did you get a lot of work done? Did you get cleaning done? What'd you work on? Oh my goodness, I had lots of emails going back and forth. I'm kind of taking on a new role at work, and it's kind of hard to take on a new role at work when you're not there. So lots of emails going back and forth. Are you girls working from home? Are you working in the office? Like what's going on? I feel like I'm so far removed from everybody when I'm cooped up in my house all day. So, okay, so I've got 4 there. And I got 5, and I got that guy. You do not have to worry about doing the circle. The circle I would call a sacrificial lamb. It's all gonna get covered up anyways. So I got this last little one here. Okay, so with your sponge daubers, when you're done using them, definitely go to the sink and rinse them out with some water. You are using a water-based ink, so it's no problem just to use a little water to clean them up. Okay, so now what I am going to do is take my bone folder and oh, Karen, you're tired because you're off on Wednesday and it raked outside. Yes, you're gonna, I hope you don't have a sore back tomorrow. I worked in the garage 2 weekends ago and I don't know what I did to my back, but I called my chiropractor and he's working. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. 2 weeks I've been going with my back on the side of it, just going crazy, and crack, crack, fizz, fizz. Oh my gosh, what a relief it is. He popped everything that needed to be popped, and today I woke up and I, for the first time in 2 weeks, felt so much better. So hopefully you don't have that. So Karen, you're still going into the office for work. And Angie, you're working in the office. Yay, hi Jay, thanks for joining. All right, so I've got everything kind of bone folded and kind of like curled. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start assembling this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I have my circle here. And basically what you're gonna do is your goal is to line up these 5 balloon pieces like that. So what I think I'm gonna do is put a little glue here along the bottom of, or on the circle, and then I'm just gonna kind of layer them. I don't think that it goes all the way to the middle, but remember you have 5 of them, so you're not gonna be like doing a cross from each other. So we're gonna do that one. And I use the liquid glue because then I can move them around if I get done and I need to pull some off and wiggle them around. Oh, look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's exactly why I use liquid glue. Okay, so let's do that one there. See, it's gonna take a little bit of finagle toothing to get these guys to go just right. And you know what, don't worry so much either, because remember, this little guy is gonna go in the middle here too. So, you know what, let's actually, they gotta go a little bit closer together, like that. Okay, so as you see how this liquid glue works, it's allowing me to just kind of pull them out. There we go, boom, I got it. Hi Rhonda, you're okay. We're just making this magnolia flower. Oh yeah, Brenda and I have the same chiropractor. I referred her. So if you girls are needing a chiropractor, he's up in Oshkosh. He's only taking new business by referrals, so you would have to let me or Brenda know and we'll help you get in. So, okay, so that guy's next, and then there's this one, and then this one. So basically we're laying these together. And I think what I did is I actually, yep, oh, look at that, I pulled it apart. You just have that glued right on there. So we're gonna do the next one. And that's just gonna do a little bit of glue right there. Now, if you want yours to have a little bit more yellow look to it, you are welcome to put a little bit more yellow on yours. Put a little dot of glue there. And then I'm gonna put one more right in the middle here. And you know what, I'm gonna fix that one. You girls know me. I can't leave this poor little guy over here struggling. Okay, so then we're gonna put that there. Okay, all right. And then we have to get this little guy. And I think I popped this one up with a dimensional. So let's see what I've got here. We're gonna take one of these and pop this up. Put that right in the middle. And then here's a little tip or trick for you girls. I have my case here and I thought about showing this to you. Some of you who went to On Stage with me got these cases. If you went to the Occasions Jamboree, you got the cases. I use my case for, wow, all my embellishments. So I store all my goodies in here. And so that's where I have my gemmies hiding out here. So Brenda uses her cases for storing her cards in when she comes to class. So, you know what? Oh, I wonder if I have the gold ones in here because I just realized that I think I used, oh, I do, look at that. So, boom. Okay, I have these gemmies come in both gold and silvery white, like clear. And I think, you know what? I'm wondering if I made that flower so long ago. Oh yeah, that's the same guy. So, all right, we're gonna put the gold one in the middle. Now, if you like the clear one better, you could do that, but look at that. There you go, boom. All right, so pull these little guys up a little bit. Hi, Jody, thanks for watching. We're making a little magnolia flower. Okay, so now we have to put this onto the base here, and we're gonna get it situated so that we can see all of our leaves. Ooh, I think that looks really good. So I think if you look at this flower versus this flower, I've got my big hot air balloon petals just a little bit wider apart, and this one's a little more tighter together. So then you'd see more of the leaf action going on. Okay. You use your cases for the blends. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. So let's get this guy like maybe like so. So if she's, what Angie's talking about is she puts her blends in the case like this. They fit in there perfectly. Perfect, cool. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I think we decided this way, up and down for our lines. Now watch me glue it the wrong way from what we talked about. No, I won't do that, but I'm gonna open this up and you're gonna have just about, ooh, like a 1/16 of a margin all the way around each side, okay? And then for our Post-it note here, let's see what Stacy did. Okay, she just glued the whole bottom piece down. So I'm imagining that she just took glue. Let's just do this. Yeah, you know what? Let's do tear and tape because we can, right? So I'm gonna take my tear and tape and put that along the back side of this. How many of you have made different things for Post-it note holders? Just for cute little 3D party favors. Do you sell these cases? Yes, these cases, Angie, they are in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. I will, when I'm done with this, if you help me remember, I will point out the page. They are called the wide cases. There are also standard cases. The standard cases are what we use. They're the skinny ones that are half the size. The standard cases fit the chamois really nicely. And I think you bought a pack of those for when you got your chamois. So it was around the same page. And if anybody's out there, they got their catalog handy, you can look it up for us too and tell us what page. So let's put this in here. Now this is gonna give us about a 1/8 of an inch or a 1/16 margin on each side. So once you get it down, it's kind of like down. That's how the tear and tape works. Then what we're gonna do is put this flower right on the top. And so I'm just going to put a little glue right in the middle like that. Okay. And I noticed that my stem is kind of like, I'd love for it to be out here, but I guess I didn't see that before I glued it down. Okay, we got it. Got it. Okay, Angela. So there, how is that? I like it. I think it's cute. I could picture giving this to somebody. Yeah, and then you can pull out your Post-it notes whenever you need to use them. So Angela, you had a quick question as long as am remembering it. If you go into your catalog here for those cases, page 182, and they're the full wide ones. They come in a pack of 4. Standard is what you just got, and then these little half wides are half the size. Okay, so there you go. That was quick and easy. If you girls are looking for the dimensions, here we go. 3 1/8 by 6 3/4. Score at 3 1/8 and 3 5/8. Your DSP is 3 by 3. So did you like that? It was easy, right? A quick show you how to make something fun. I think what my goal is I'm going through that box of all the gifts I got from Onstage, and I'm going to start showing you how to make some of them, right? So, all right, so there's that. Just a reminder that I have adhesive if anybody needs them. And I want to show you before we do the drawing, I finished the last 2 cards for the Mountain Air class. And I know, Melissa, you were curious about that. But Jay is on and watching, and I want to give her props for this card because I totally cased it from her. So this is actually one of our cards that we're going to make for the Mountain Air class. Jay made this pretty much card, and she sent me a thank you, actually. I believe it was for a thank you note. And she actually used the other designer series paperback here that was blue, but I had tons of the green left. So this is going to be one of our cards for the Mountain Air card class. I loved how this stamping came together. And then the other one I cased from Cheryl Taylor. She made this card for our team swap party. Hi, Joanne. Thanks for joining us. This card was made by Cheryl Taylor on my team, and she did this for the team swap party, and I absolutely loved it. So I cased this card for her. So I love to case cards when I want to share these cards with you girls for class. So these 2 are definitely cased from people, and then I think I've shown these 2, and these I copied out of the catalog. So I really did not take time for creating my own stuff for this class, but these, if you go to the annual or to the mini catalog, you'll see these 2 cards in there. So these are, hi Carol, these are the 4 cards we're going to do for the Mountain Air card making class. So boom, yay. Okay, so there's that. In case you were wondering, I'm going to start doing the advertising for that stuff as soon as my cousin Kelly gets me my photo. So here I am back, and I have a little bowl. This is my bowl of numbers because everybody's super excited to know who won the celebration board number 6 drawing. So I think it was Tyler's. Yes, you're right. Jay sent Tyler a thank you card, and I stole it from him and put it up on my display boards. You're right. If I look in the inside, it's a thank you card to Tyler. So he got it for a little bit, and then I kind of put it up on display for everybody. It was a very pretty card. It still is. So here's my bowl of numbers, and so here's my disclaimer that my board here, I'm going to pull it up here. So usually I do a live drawing and somebody else is holding the phone for me, but I have my celebration shopping spree board here, and there are actually 27 numbers. So that means that I got some orders in yesterday, and I went from having 6 empty spots to having 2 extra spots. So instead of doing an extra board, I just put those 2 extra post-it notes on there, and I put numbers 26 and 27 into the bowl. So drum roll, please, girls, do your drum roll. Brrr, hi, Lane. Do your drum roll. I wish the whole room was shaking, but it's not. Okay, so who's feeling lucky? Who's feeling lucky? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and pick a number. Okay, it is number 23. Let's have a look-see. 23 is Sandy Gorin, and she just messaged me today, and she said she's been watching my Facebook Lives and loving them. So Sandy, you won a $25 shopping spree with me, or you won a half-off item, whatever your choice. So I'm so excited. You girls, I was so worried on, it was March 20th when this whole kind of everything hit the fan, and I was like, how am I gonna pull this all together and keep this going and keep you girls engaged and inspired and crafting? And my mom pulled me out of whatever funk I was in, and somebody else helped me too, one of my Stampin' Up! Business development advisors, and it was okay, and with that I saw the light. So you girls really helped me finish my celebration super strong. I can't thank you enough for all your love and support. And I was just amazed with how the last 2 weeks have come together for us. And I'm loving doing these Facebook Lives for you and showing you different things. I honestly, the feedback I've been getting is that you girls have been loving seeing how I'm doing things, because when I have a class, it's really hard to show you everything all the time, because I have 16 or 14 people that I'm trying to help at the same time. So I don't always give you all the little details all the time. This way you can see everything. So these aren't going to be going away after we're back in live and having, okay, Barb Collins is like, we need to have a really big party when this is all done and just get together with everybody. So that is something that I'm going to look to do as well. But just know, like, after we are back in person, I'm going to keep up the Facebook Lives on Thursday nights at a set time, usually 6 o'clock, and we'll do a class, and then I'll throw in some cute little projects along the way. So you girls rock. I love having you in my life and having this community with you. So I feel very special and blessed to have all of you. So yay, again, congratulations to Sandy. I'll reach out to you to find out what you want. And I'm here if you girls ever need anything for your crafting needs, and make sure you stay healthy and wise and sassy. All right, bye girls and boys.